Okay, good afternoon, you guys. I just dropped that first video on that completed part of that wildflower garden. Well, have a look. Look what I'm standing in front of here. Phase 2 of the rock garden. I couldn't just do half that job over there. I just don't like doing that. I couldn't do half the job over there. I said I might finish this next year. 37 seconds later, I'm already carving into this side. So I'm done this side over here. Have a little look. I went and spent a couple days on this one here, and it come out pretty good. As you can see, I went in and I just started working. A day or two later, I started on there, and I went in there and I worked on this half right here too, and gives you a good idea. I got my hostas I was talking about getting. I put them in there. Have a look. We got hostas, variegated and non, and a little bit of everything in here. And this took me a couple days to do here. Same thing, same spiel as the first one. And yeah. Oh, I want to tell you another little story here. Here's another little story. Kind of off topic, but not really. Okay. I kind of felt bad on this one. Oh, look at that. She's soft. Okay. Look. We got the headless skunk. These were at Mary Jane's parents' cottage for years in the garden. Of course, he had a head then. For years and years and years, they had them down there. And when they sold the cottage, she brought them, of course, for decorative ornaments in the garden around here. And the cottage was sold, so we got these. Well, I was working with the excavator and some rocks, not here, but a while back. And I was nowhere near the skunk. I dropped the rock with the excavator, and of course it was a kind of a round rock, so what happens? It bounces down the hill. What's it do? It decapitates the skunk. So I hid the skunk, had his ass facing out and his head facing the bushes like this for a long time, so she couldn't see that I chopped his head off. And then one day she came along and she picked it up, and of course she wondered what the hell happened to my skunk. He's got no head. Well, that's the headless skunk story. He got his head crushed with a rock, and that was the end of that. So now his ass is always facing away from everybody, so they can't tell he has no head left. So, and that's the way it is. And that's the story of the headless skunk. I just thought I'd show you that. And yeah, she was not happy that day about the skunk. Well, I can't blame her. But anyway, so just a quick video, show you. I got this done, couple pieces of driftwood in here really, and yeah, that's it. And it basically just completes, pretty much completes the whole front of this house for now anyway. It just gets rid of that bland look of nothing in here. And look at the size of those hostas. That come from, like I say, an estate sale. And yeah, dig your own. And I think it'd come out pretty good, really. Have a good look. Just puts a little color in the front of the house, that's all. And just gives it a bit of curb appeal. So this is going to be a real short video, probably the shortest one. And there you have it, the completed second half. As I said, I couldn't leave the first half done. It just kind of drives me crazy just to do that. So I did it all, and she's complete. And there's those hostas I said I was going to get to fill in the spots. If you watch this first video I just dropped out, look at that beautiful hosta in the middle. That's a big boy. So yeah, it's all done. And we got bees and butterflies. I've already checked in. The hummingbirds have checked this out too, so there you go. She's done. Oh, and here comes Copper. Okay, you guys. I introduced you to Milo in the first video. Well, here's Copper. She's outside with me. And here she is. Purebred Jack Russell Terrier, female. And she's been with me for many years. Probably, I'm going to say she's 13 years old. And now she's probably 13 years old, but she's pretty blind, as I said, and extremely deaf. And now she just she goes for her pokey walks around the property, as you can tell. So that's Copper, and she just walks around the property, poking around, checking things out, and that's what she does. And like I say, I have to be careful when I'm running my equipment, because I don't think she can hear the equipment, or barely hear it. So I don't want to be like stomping her guts with the tire, so she has to stay inside. But anyway, that's Copper. So in closing, you guys see on this video, I got both halves of the garden done now, and it come out pretty good. The cost wasn't huge, and the plants are very, very nice, and we'll just go from there. And we'll see what next year brings with these plants, these perennials. And okay, thanks for tuning in. I just thought I'd show you the second half of this garden. Thanks.